Give me a D and a G. It's the Dunga Show. It's the Dunga Show.
Browser tab. Okay, there we go.
Welcome to the Dog and Gus Show.
Now on Be Kind Radio.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Well, you know, it's a Monday. And
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah.
And we got Ben and Andrew from Sun-Dried Flies with us today.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Not much at all. We're doing good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
no
appreciate you
worries.
being patient with us. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Tell us about Sun-Dried Flies. Where did that come from? That was a good story that we heard, but I'd love to hear it again.
We were on our way to a show in Guelph, and we were having some car troubles, and we had to pull over because we got a flat on one of the back roads. It was like a nice summer day. We were in the country. It was beautiful, and we had gone out to assess the car problem. The sun was just blazing down so hard, and there was like a pile of dead flies around where we parked, and we had said that we were feeling like the sun-dried flies that were on the ground, and then we're like, actually not a bad name. And at the time we didn't like the name that we had, so we just decided to switch it up.
What was the name you had?
Yeah,
I'm curious about that.
Tinted Wisdom.
It's not bad either. But
Sun-dried-
I prefer Sun-Dried
Yeah,
Flies.
Sun-Dried Flies is better.
Yeah,
I agree.
way more original for
Yeah.
sure.
Tinted
It's
Wisdom.
awesome. How did the band come together? Like, how did it all start?
Back in 2021, three of us, me, Brandon, our guitarist, and Andrew Hudson, our keyboard player, we all went to the same high school. And in that year, I had gone and seen a local band in our hometown, and it was pretty inspiring for little Andrew to see all that. And I came to school and asked those guys if they wanted to start a little project, and we played for a little bit, we clicked, and and from there we just did cover shows after cover shows for free just to get our name out there, made our own music. We were just having a blast. And when we started getting into the Ottawa scene, Ben, before we had met Ben, his old band Ors Vermis asked us if we wanted to play a show with them at Avant Garde. And I think like a week before the show.
I think I invited you guys to play at my house.
Yeah.
House party.
A house party. And like a week before that,
We broke up, sadly. The old band.
the old band
Okay.
broke up, and we asked Ben if he wanted to come try out for us, because it was just keys, drums, and guitar. We didn't have a bassist, like our keyboard player was laying down the bass with his left hand, and then with his right hand he was doing all the things up there with
That
the
is kind
keys.
of cool, though.
Pretty cool. But Ben took over. He killed the audition. Like, it was pretty wicked.
Great.
Yeah, it'd be a lot on one person just
Yeah,
to do all
just
that.
be tough to be the keyboard player to keep up that tempo, like for the whole show. Because keyboard players, like, they're not bassists or drummers anyway.
No, they don't have.
That's a shot at them because they're not there.
We had to train him to stop using his left hand as much because he was so used to playing the bass lines, right?
Yeah.
So we'd like clash over it, but we're good now.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the band that inspired you guys, or Andrew, is it still around?
Yeah, actually, we're one of the members, Randy Orr, does our recording for us. I had
Oh, cool.
seen their band Healy and Orr in Prescott at a local pub. It was pretty cool.
Very
Nice.
cool.
That's cool. What was your first show like? With the new edition?
With the new edition, like Ben.
Like the full lineup.
Yeah.
What was our first show with you?
Our first show. I think our first show was like a cover show. And they told me to learn so there's we still do cover shows. This is like a undercover thing. We don't promote it because it's kind of separate from our original music, but we do a lot of cover shows, and I didn't even know that was a big part of it. And they were like, here's the cover list. It's like 70 songs. And I had like a week and a half, and I was like, okay, but I'm the bassist, so no one's going to hear it anyways. But
That doesn't seem daunting at all. 70 songs, 1.5 weeks. No problem.
hey, but it made everything else seem easier afterwards. But I mean, it was actually really fun. I love doing like private shows, and like playing covers is fun if you enjoy it, which I do. What was
Right.
it? Our first like a bigger show was at the Rainbow, I think. Our friend August John, I don't know if you've heard of him. There's a local indie band. You should check him out sometime. August John. He set us up with an opening slot at the Rainbow, and it was actually really fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people came out.
Great.
That's a great venue too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once they updated the sound, it really changed everything about that place.
Yeah, it's the place to go for sure.
I love it.
Everything's all sponsored by Long and McQuaid, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's
Well, they spent a few bucks on that.
They sure did on the sound system there for sure.
You
Yeah.
can put the sign up, but we got to charge you about 300 G's. To
Yeah,
stand
something
on.
like that.
Yeah.
So the covers, boys, what bands are we talking about for covers? Give
So
us just a few.
due to the area that we play, it's like more like older folk, you know, like they're not about like the headbang and rocky stuff. So it's mainly like 60s, 70s, 80s stuff, like CCR and
Steve Miller,
Steve Miller Band, you know.
Elvis.
Yeah, we rock Elvis, the
Nice.
Animals. You know what I
What?
mean? Yeah.
Animals.
You guys are too young to know who they are.
They figured it
Holy
out.
crap.
We figured
They're
it
playing
out.
your stuff.
Your ageism.
Yeah, that's wrong. I shouldn't have done that.
How would you describe your sound without using like genre labels?
A tough question.
Do you consider jamming a genre label? Because
Sure.
Our
But
sound-
it doesn't have to be a genre. We don't want a genre label.
not
so
saying jam rock, but we
Jam band.
we are kind of a jam band, at least live. We only have one song out, so that doesn't show our full jammage, but that's why people come out to our shows is we just play off of each other and we'll extend a song out for like 7, 10, 12 minutes.
Ugh,
Nice.
you're getting into Inagata Davida territory
Yeah,
with
yeah.
17 minutes.
Yeah.
We're
Well-
not like we're not like prog like Rush. Like I'm not saying we're like doing like I don't know whatever, I don't know time, but
Yeah.
crazy
it's-
time signatures and stuff, but it's just jam.
It's like Allman Brothers-y kind of stuff where
Yeah.
it's like just super extended and like
Groovy.
trippy, groovy, you know,
Yeah.
and you're just laid back and
Yeah, someone the other day called us. They were like, "You guys are like a groove band." That's a good way to put it.
Nice. And jammage. I like that.
Jammage. We like to jammage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jammage
Groove and
control.
jammage.
Yeah. There it is. That's the name. That's the name.
It's a new genre. Groove and jammage.
Groovage,
That's
jammage.
fires on.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
All right. Well,
If they are. I mean, I don't
yeah,
know.
well, it's their music.
It's better than saying like we're alternative indie.
Exactly. Don't need to explain. Come out to a show and listen and make up your own mind.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's your biggest musical influence, guys? Is it one of the bands that we talked about, or
You want to go first, or I can?
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
My biggest influence for at least since I was a teen has been. It's not at all like the bands we were talking about. It's Sublime, actually,
nice?
and just ska punk bands. I really
love
like
Sublime.
Operation Ivy, and I'm also as a bassist super into like some modern funk stuff, like Joe Dart. If you know, Wolfpack is a huge inspiration for me.
Mhm.
Love Wolfpack. My buddy, I'll tell you a story about Sublime. He moved to Long Beach after high school. And this was like, he basically was out there. And this is before Sublime was a big band. They were just a band in that area. And that's where they're from, obviously.
Yeah, they were
And
party.
They were a party band. Yeah, they were very much a party band. But he slept on their couch for 2 weeks, and he was
Wow.
just hanging out with those guys for 2 weeks. Surfed, and then they would teach him a little bit of guitar, and then of course Sublime became huge in the '90s, right? So it was yeah, I have Sublime on record right there. It's a great band. Love Sublime.
They are really good.
Yeah,
Sure, he has some cool stories from those 2 weeks.
he's got a couple. He doesn't remember them all, but that's okay. Yeah.
How it goes.
Yeah. It was Sublime, 40s in paradise there. If I can just live in a dream.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Would you say recorded sound versus live sound? Is there a difference?
Yeah. There's a pretty big difference, you know, like you're capturing more or less in the moment, right? With like live sound, it's all just kind of there. It's like how you're feeling in that moment. But I feel like if we're talking about like like recorded as in you go back and you keep like punching in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with that,
We layer stuff.
we layer so you have time to think about what you want to do, you know, you can go back and fix it, but with live it's just like it's you in that moment.
I will say we are trying to we're not trying to be, so we have a few demos like professionally recorded, and we're starting to record a lot more singles now, and we're trying to capture the live feel. Like it's not like a pop production, but we're definitely like, for example, we're layering guitars and maybe adding harmonies we wouldn't physically be able to do live. Like if he's doing triplets and stuff on the drums, he's not going to be like la 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 on the microphone at the same time. But yeah, so the recorded's a little more polished.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just also like you just said, you're looking for more perfectionism, whereas a live show is more real, just more in the moment, right?
Yeah. You're not really like at least when I'm playing a show at like the Rainbow or Targ, I'm not really worried about keeping it perfect in a way, you know, like I worried about keeping on time, but you know, if I mess up, I guess that's just how I was feeling in that moment, you know, like I wasn't super locked in that second, but if I do something different, you know, like that wouldn't be in the polished recorded version. That's what makes a live unique.
For sure. Yeah, I love that.
If you make a mistake, you just got to do it a few more times, and then it was seemed like it's on purpose.
Miles Davis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Well done, bud.
Well, thank you so much. I do know a thing or two about music. I don't know how to play the goddamn stuff, but I
Well,
know,
you know how to play it. Like
I know how to play it. Play.
yeah.
That's
And
the only way.
That's the most important part.
Exactly.
Right.
So, what the initial ideas for his song? I know you guys have one that's recorded. Was it a riff, a lyrics, or a melody that came first?
It was the riff. It was the classic dum 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 dum. You know, it was the most basic, most cliche riff you could ever come up with, and we kind of made a joke about how cliche it was, and we were like, hey, it's like wouldn't be a bad idea to have a song like this, you know, where like we're not putting our full like creativity to it, but like we're putting a good amount into it to make it sound like your average cliche radio hit, right?
Yeah.
Go back and listen to CCR. Those guys made cliche hits left and right. Like like they're good songs, but they're just like couple chords. Yeah, like I think the thing with cliche was we didn't try and go crazy. We wanted to keep it simple to show that you don't have to have this crazy song to make it good, right?
Yeah.
And
That's a good point.
and we were just like in the room and that riff was coming out. We're like, that's actually pretty cool, you know?
Didn't you guys say I saw this is before I joined. They had like a TikTok or something that said they just like were rambling the words, like they just were like just spin them out with no real story, and it just sounds good. And everyone loves saying the lyrics that we know, so I guess it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point.
I think did that too. Oasis said a lot of their early songs they would just like ramble lyrically.
They were jacked up on cocaine. Maybe that was fucking probably why. But no, but definitely. That's I'm sure a lot of bands are like that. They can sort of play around and then just figure it out. You know.
Yeah.
But if you have a good musical session, like, and then the artist that's doing the lyrics, that can come like as they go. Which leads me to a question: do you find that songs are coming from personal experience or imagination?
Mainly personal. A lot of our songs come from personal experience. Cliche was was such a joke song, you know, it didn't it's like the only song that we have in our catalog that doesn't really have meaning behind it, you know? Like our other tunes are about lost girlfriends or, you know, your local neighborhood friend or something like that, you know, just like cool stuff. Something about your parents, right?
I wrote one song that we're gonna start playing and hopefully record that is kind of about imagination, because like I'm not that deep, but it's about like the passing of time and life and death. And I just kind of was like trying to write it like I was in a movie. So I guess that one was imaginative. But that's really weird for me because normally I always write like personal stuff, like very bluntly personal. Like I don't use metaphors. I just say what's going on in my life lyrically.
Nice.
Yeah, just talking about life and death. That's not deep at all.
Well, it's the basis of all things. It's the basis of all things.
It's the basest of all things.
Oh,
Get
I
it?
was just thinking that.
Cool song though, I think.
Yeah.
Which one of your tracks came together effortlessly? Didn't take much of sweat and blood, sweat and tears to make.
Tops. Yeah, so this one's currently a fan favorite. We're trying to get it recorded in April, but no promises. That's the plan. We're recording it soon. It's called Topsoil. It's kind of got a very nice vibe to it. Kind of like what's
Everclear, Third Eye Blind, and Gandharva's mixed into one.
Wow.
Well, you got Gus's attention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
so
90s guy, so that makes sense.
I was listening to what's the one Third Eye Blind song that goes do 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 do
Semi-charm kind of
Semi-charm kind of life. I'm a fake fan, I guess. But I was listening to that and I was like, I want to write a song that feels like that. And I was just going through a rough patch, so I just wrote it about some personal kind of. It's not like sad lyrics, but it's just like angsty lyrics. And I showed them the chords and the words, and they were like, "Let's do it." Andrew wrote the drums and like it sounded good instantly. I'm sure you changed it.
Yeah, here and there.
Brandon and Hudson, they just had their parts kind of right away, and it's just was instantly playable. Within a week, we were doing it at live shows, and it's not like it's a super easy song. Like we just kind of all like practicing it.
Catchy, you know, like it was ear candy.
Carl Lagerfield, that
Yeah.
song came together well too.
That song came together real fast.
It's
That
awesome.
one we can't even explain. It's about our buddy Carl.
Good old Carl.
That's enough. Yeah,
Everybody
old-
has a buddy Carl.
yeah. You got to know
We have an
Carl. Man.
appreciation song for him. It was
Yeah.
so easy to write because we love him. So it was really easy.
There you
That's
go.
good. I love that. Is there a track that almost didn't make it?
There's been many tracks that have just not made it, but do we
Yeah.
play any that we almost didn't like? I like playing everything, so that's kind of
We're having, well, I don't know. Like In the Sun's a difficult one, and that one's like practically done.
yeah.
We're
Like
just like stumped.
the one we were just talking about, life and death. That song, or it's not what it's called, but the theme of life and death. That song is very hard to finish. Like we were trying out like bongo solos and stuff in it, like some weird experimental stuff.
Didgeridoo.
Every-
and,
Ooh,
Julian throat.
Yeah, he was
singing.
going like at the start of it, but we
little
just like,
throat singing in it, you know, a little bit of.
well, we wanted to make it like feel epic, you know, and like, but we were like, okay, we can't do this live. Like we're not gonna have throat singing and bongo solos, so let's just keep it simple and maybe something will come later.
We're not I Mother Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we might get a few more members for that.
Nothing says epic like a didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Just saying. Just saying.
I mean, it's.
I feel like in the
blanket
recorded,
statement.
Yeah.
in the recorded, we're gonna have to get a didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Just has to
And
be.
somebody's going to have to learn how to play the didgeridoo.
Exactly.
We might like hire a didgeridoo player.
Yeah, we
Well,
know.
you might need to outsource for that. I'm not sure there's a lot in Canada.
Yeah, who's the Ottawa didgeridoo specialist?
Yes. We could ask him, Mikhail Laxon, our
exactly. Yeah, he's Aussie, so
our Aussie guy.
Yeah, he'll figure it out.
Well, actually, there's Xavier Rudd, too, who's an Aussie transplant that lives here, and he's got didgeridoo in a few of his songs. So,
I love it.
yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. So
As
You gotta start
Yeah.
putting didgeridoo in more.
That's
tunes.
it. Guys, come on. Girls dig the didgeridoo. They may not even know what it is.
so do the guys.
Has Tension ever made a song better?
Has Tension ever made a song better? Like Tension in the
group.
Yep.
in the group writing it.
The
Yeah.
end- the end of space, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
The end of space. That's perfect. Remember, how does it go?
We're the way thing.
Yeah, the
So we were just trying to figure out the timing of. We had at the end of the song, we spent like 2 hours trying to decide if we go say the word way as we all hit the final note, or if we say way and then hit the final note. And we spent like 2 hours.
we were all getting frustrated at each other. It was like literally 2 hours of our band practice was figuring out whether or not we say way on the final strum or before the final strum.
The part that we gained from it too was we got way better at the song because we played it for 2 hours straight in a row.
That makes sense. Yeah, there's always a silver lining.
I feel like usually like it's either we're all on the same page. Generally, we just kind of, which is lucky for us, we just usually are musically on the same page, or it's just stuff kind of gets put off till we can agree. That
I'm always curious because I listen to a lot of music. And when do you decide, okay, this song done? It just cuts off, or and it kind of fades out.
like the slow fade out.
Yeah, like a slow fade out as opposed to an abrupt cut.
Like a California.
We've never wrote a song with the intention of California fade out, right?
No, but in one of the cover tunes we do Mustang Sally,
Uh-huh.
and we like live, we just get quieter and quieter, and we fade it out live. But we've never written a song with the intention, like Ben said, of like doing a fade out. I mean,
Carl, maybe
yeah, like
one song.
whenever we go into record, I'm sure we're gonna have like a spark of an idea, like maybe that one would sound better if it was just faded out.
I feel like fade outs should be reserved for like songs where it's very anthemic, like ending kind of chorus that's repetitive. I feel like that's the case for most, but like because we're like jam, most of the time we kind of want like a powerful ending,
Mhm.
something where it shows we have intention behind it. So that's usually how we go, is just kind of write an ending.
That's a great answer. I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Hardest part about being an independent band today?
It's so like much to remember, especially like the bigger we get and the more stuff we have going on. It's like, I mean, we all have our own lives outside of it, and just like remembering all the, just to keep booking stuff, writing stuff. We're going to school. Some of us are working, managing emails. Like, and then everyone's like, you gotta have good social media content and like photo shoots. And we're still trying to plan a photo shoot, which we've been trying to plan for months, like to get everyone together to do this all and to still practice our instruments. It's a huge commitment of time and brain power.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like social media is just such a monster. Like it's unfortunate that that's the case, really, because it used to be just you made the song, then it was promoted in some way, or made the album, and then you did it live, and you went on tour, and that was you didn't have to do like behind the scenes. You didn't have to like that was kind of cutting edge back then.
Yeah, man.
Now it's everything, right? So
Which kind of leads into the next question. Social media, tool or distraction?
A mix of both. I'm so half and half with stuff like this. Yeah, I'm always like I'm stuck in the middle between questions like that. It's like, is AI a good tool or is it not good? It's kind of just like a double-edged sword. Like you hop on your phone, the first thing you want to do is you want to scroll, scroll, scroll. But I had a pretty good streak going where I was making like posts after posts. It was every other day I was posting, and I was doing good not scrolling, but it gets to you, right? So it's just like
Sorry.
no, yeah.
I was just saying we need to do it. Like we kind of have to do it, so we don't really have a choice.
Yeah, it's a job, right? It's a part of your job. You have to keep the promotion going because the more you post, like the more people are going to see your content. You never know who's going to follow you. Like it's so weird. Like
yeah, it is.
social media is the weirdest.
I wish we lived in a time where everybody had nothing to do because they weren't on their phones or watching like YouTube all night on Fridays, and everyone would come out to shows and word of mouth would be a bigger thing, and we wouldn't have to do any social media and we'd just play. And that would be the best. But we can't do that.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
old school, baby.
Yeah, unfortunately
I
not.
wish.
I mean, that's yeah. You
Send your
just put your posters up and
Yeah,
just, like,
seriously.
see what happens.
Plaster your
Yeah.
posters all around the city and then wait for people to come in the door.
That was the way I found a lot of music. Actually, it was like I would be walking down on Bank Street or something, and there'd be a poster, and I'd be like, "Oh, I check that band out for sure." But it is true. It's like a necessary evil, especially for you guys, unfortunately, because you want if you get the more you post, the more interaction you'll get, the better the algorithm will help, and then you'll be. It's a monster. Biggest we're on to something moment so far.
What do you think? I guess we're on to something moment.
Do you mean in terms of writing a song or just anything that's happening?
Just
It's your answer.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, you take it away.
Okay. Well, when we started doing this bit where we instrument swap at the end of the night, and he goes insane, and he does like headstands, and he jumped off the staircase at the Rainbow into the crowd without planning, back head first, and got caught by people. And so, as you know, he's the drummer. But we start doing that, and it's like everywhere we do it, people are like blown away. Because I play guitar, our guitarist plays drums too. He
sing.
He plays like an animal.
I play the mic.
And our keyboardist can play the bass, so we always do that. We're trying to do a new song because can't always do the same one, but it's like a punk song.
Yeah, people.
Well, it kind of fits, right?
Yeah.
Just the
And that's a punk rock thing too.
Yeah.
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 just the anarchy of it.
It was like we realized from that we all kind of after a few times doing it when people like just go crazy, like that's like when everyone starts moshing at our shows. We're like, we have a good live show, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you're
The
putting a lot of trust in the band, in the fans to catch you, Andrew. So I hope they do it every time.
Yeah, so the night at the Rainbow where I had decided to, like last minute, I had decided to jump off the stair rails.
Yep.
Whenever we had showed up for load-in, I had walked up to the balcony. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And I'm looking at the balcony and I'm looking down at the main floor. I'm like, I can't do that. Because that was my main thought was I was going to hop on the other side of the balcony and just let go and fall back.
From up there?
From up there. We're out there. And I was like totally freaking out in my head. I'm like, I can't do it.
No, don't do it.
No.
Well, we I almost did because the amount of people that were there, like they could have caught me, but I kind of chickened out and then I hopped on the stairs because I was like, I got to do something exciting. And you can see in like the live clip that's posted where I turn around from facing Brandon, who was on the drums. I turn around and look at the stairs because I just like, they were calling my name, like Eddie Vedder style, right? Even Flow, the music video where he's jumping off the rafters and stuff, which is really cool. took some inspiration from that. And I look over at the stairs and I'm like, I got to do it. So I ran over and I pushed myself up and I pointed into the crowd and I just like dove. And like I did like a whole body roll too. Like I twisted my body. So then I was like on my back, which was pretty neat,
Yeah, off the railing.
off the railing. And it was pretty
Jim
freaking
Morrison.
Yeah, Jim Morrison.
I was amazed. I was like, we're on to something when he did that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, we're gonna have no drummer. He's gonna be in the hospital.
Yeah.
he's gonna have back issues anyway for going forward.
Lying on the floor. You good, bro?
Yeah,
Good.
rock and
Yeah,
roll,
rock and roll.
yeah, exactly. Punk rock, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So you just robbed a bank, and you get in the car, and what song is playing as you're driving out of there?
Dang. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
What song is played as I'm driving out of robbing a bank?
Yo, I got it.
Go ahead.
Go.
The Breakdown to Keep Away by Godsmack.
Ooh, love me some Godsmack.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no,
that's good.
no, 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 no.
That's a good choice.
Very good.
Catch me speeding to that.
Yeah, I'll throw it back at you, and I'm going to say, because you mentioned Steve Miller, take the money and run.
Go on.
That's-
Yep.
That's good.
What
If
about
like
you,
the Godsmack reference, boys? Let me tell you.
Well, we need one more.
Yep.
One more. And then I'll
I'm
give you
still
mine.
trying to think.
Well, you give
I've
him
never
yours,
put
and he give him
myself
some
in
time
the
to think.
I'll go 40 ounces of freedom from Sublime, just because we were talking about them.
Actually, if we were gonna do a Sublime song, or if I was, because that's like what was already going through my head. What happened? That's you know that one.
Yeah, of course. That's a
Happened,
great song.
such an energetic one.
Very energetic. Yeah. I like 40 ounces of freedom just because it's a groovy tune that is kind of fast and kind of gets you going,
Yeah,
and then you can drive away. But it's a bigger song, but that's a great song.
Well, I was thinking, or like a Minor Threat song as I'm driving away.
That's not a bad choice either.
No,
I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We ask that question sometimes.
he
Fun.
does.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a fun song. Fun one.
Thoughts on the local music scene, guys? What's your take on it?
Fun.
It's yeah,
There's a lot of really good musicians.
like a really good amount of like other bands, and some who have been doing it so much longer and they're so much more advanced in like the Ottawa scene when it comes to playing. So it's nice to be able to play shows with them. So then you kind of learn from them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever you get in their shoes, people are going to start learning from you. It's just like building blocks constantly. It's like leapfrog. You follow these guys and then the other guys follow you. And then it's just, right? People take inspiration from everyone. And
Yep.
like the local community for music is just like everyone's so tight. Everyone is so kind to each other and they're always looking for a helping hand. Everyone's always like being the little birdie in the other person's ear, being like, hey, check these guys out. Or, hey, are you looking for an opening act? Maybe like if we can't play a show, we have a list of like some of our favorite local acts and we send them to those people that are looking for openers. And it's like everyone is doing really great right now. I've been out to so many shows myself and a majority of the shows I go to around here, it's just packed with people. So
Yeah.
they're always like that. I have no complaints and the music that I hear just is always so good. Right.
I got a question. You guys probably been going to shows for longer than us, and
Probably.
do you think it ever took like a? I'm not
Yeah.
not trying to
Maybe.
possibly, I don't know, but do you think like it ever took a dip and like made a comeback, like the amount of people going out to shows? Because obviously like rock music and live music isn't necessarily the mainstream anymore, but we see them; they're always like packed now, especially with young people.
Yeah. Well, we, COVID took a big bite out, big bite out of the scene, right? And we're just noticing now that it's starting to get better, like venue wise, and it's tough to say because
I would say that it's since we even just started the show and like this is our 4th season. So from when we started to now, we're just seeing a lot more talent come out. And
Yeah,
I think that the COVID thing was part of it, but only because people were shut in and they started writing music or they started trying to do something. And a lot of great stuff has come from that because like you said, like there's so many great artists and that's a great idea that you send links to different bands that you're enjoying that are local.
yeah.
We had one guy on from Marble Ghosts who compared it to the Seattle scene back in the early 90s, which is a great comparison. I hope that happens for everybody. I mean, I hope that there's some big bands that come out of the Ottawa area that just kind of blow up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love the Ottawa scene. I mean, as we've done this, it's sort of evolved into this. We support local bands and we love that. And it's sort of, I think that the talent is so underrated in Ottawa that you're as good as anybody that's famous. It's just this, like we talked about social media and the Spotify's of the world. And it's those things that are kind of a piss off because the real good music is coming out locally, and then people, obviously we all turn to our music on our apps and all that shit, but it's like the music that you guys are producing is actually just as good as anything else. I mean, the sound, you're all talented. It's wonderful for us because we can sit back and watch great bands and be in our own city, which is amazing too, right? So yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. The scene has really grown and it's really kind of growing, and I think it'll evolve in the next 5 years. You'll see it even be bigger because
It's just getting better and better.
yeah, because people are also, there's an appetite for local music again. So that's important. Like you said, people are going out to shows more and they're enjoying it. They kind of getting away from the phone, like everybody's got their phone in their face all the time. But if you go out to a show, you can put it away. You go to a movie, put it away. It's always about art, right? Like anytime art comes up, your phone goes away because you want to enjoy the moment. If you're in a museum or whatever it is, right? It's cool. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
More bands need to release albums. More local bands. I want more to do.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
there's a lot of, and the singles of the world too is like you mentioned earlier, like time, like wasted, like you can't compute a whole album anymore because it's like everybody puts out singles and then that's how they kind of drive the industry now. Whereas if you put an album out, you can have like a theme to it. You can go into a moment of listening from start to finish on the way that the band wanted you to hear it. And yeah, I think that's cool. I hope that comes back a bit more.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have time, like you can still evolve from now to then, right? If you have a couple songs you want to release, you want to get them out there, you want to get your name up again a bit more, and then you can put out the full LP or the EP, right? So it's just a matter of how you feel, and you'll grow as musicians. So it's just the way it's going to be. I mean,
It's just, like the local scene, like this is how we got your guys, how we got on your radar is because another band told us, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we need to have happening. You guys go out and support. You've been saying you've been going out to a bunch of shows. That's what's needed to support this ecosystem that we have here. We do our part by doing this with you guys, and we love doing it, and we love getting the new bands out there and getting them listened to and, sought after and stuff. And you guys do your part.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's great. What does success look like in 2 years from now?
Success in 2 years. Well,
Visualize.
Manifest.
You got something.
An album or two.
Hopefully 2 even. Yeah.
Festivals. I like, don't get me wrong, playing venues like the Rainbow and Targ and pubs and venues like the Dom. Like these places are so incredible and so awesome to play. Like they have such a special spot in my heart. But the next step for any band playing locally is festivals, whether it's the side stage, a main stage, or in a tent. A festival is where you're going to get seen, like you're going to get a higher chance of being seen by someone or something than being at a bar.
Yep. True story. Say it.
Way more people.
Say the festival.
Yeah, the big one. Come
The
on.
big one here in Ottawa.
Let's do it. The Mecca.
Blues Fest, baby.
Yeah.
Manifest it. You'll be there.
Oh yeah.
We would open for just about anybody at Blues Fest.
There's 7 local bands playing this year.
Yeah.
And we've
Yeah,
we've interviewed all of them.
Except one. But we've interviewed part of that band.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to see because it's like one of the first person we interviewed is from Mecca of Stank, and they're going to be playing.
Yeah.
And then Le Franco, who's a French Canadian rap artist, he's going to play. So it's very cool to see, and Fifth is going to play, and Mikhail Laxon's going to play.
Satellite Birdhouse.
Yeah. So it's cool for us because we're like we love that. So for you guys can do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there. It's possible.
I truly hope so. I hope one day.
Yeah. No, not hope.
No more hope. Okay.
No. You guys will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more hoping. It's all, if you say it and you have the vision to see it, it's going to happen, baby.
Like I look every year, I get excited for the Blues Fest lineup because I want to look through it to see how many local artists have made the cut. And I just loved it this year. I was like, oh my God. I got real, I texted him at like 6:00 in the morning.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
To let him know.
Yeah. I was up. I hadn't looked yet. He told me, and then I looked, and then I was really stoked. But I was also stoked to see that Limp Bizkit's coming. So
No, don't get me wrong. I mean, the big draws are there as well, but it's also nice to see you look down and you go, hey, we know that we interviewed them, and they're awesome, and they're awesome, and they're great, and you know what I mean. It's just, it's quite the, and just think how they feel.
we're good luck charms, just so you guys know. I mean, now you've been on the show, you're going to go there. It's going to be the way it goes.
Blues Fest pays attention.
You're down with that? Is that okay?
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I'm up with being down with that.
So down, you're up.
When I'm up, I can't get down.
What do you refuse to compromise on?
We don't. I don't know. We don't play like pop hit covers. I see a lot, and I totally get it. A lot of bars there'll be bands who will start doing like whatever songs popular on TikTok and stuff. But like when we do covers at live shows, unless it's like a private party and like we might offend them if we do our own music, like we play exactly what we want to play, how it sounds.
That's good.
I don't know. We don't write our songs to be like pop songs, even though I know there's like technically a formula for what works now. And like everything always has to be on the click and this and that. We just we do exactly what we enjoy doing because right now, like we're not living off of music. So what would be the point if we're not doing exactly what we want to do the way we want it?
And never change. That's good.
Exactly.
So just the way we operate, I guess we won't kind of compromise.
Go compromise.
Well, within the band, keep the band compromising, but nothing
Yeah,
outside.
Yeah, no.
Which I totally agree with. I think that's great. It's a great idea.
The rapid fire?
Well, you do it.
Pre-show ritual.
Yeah. He just said it. Hacky sack.
We do
Hacky sack.
hacky sack.
You guys
In
are
the summer.
throwbacks, man.
Yeah,
Throwbacks.
we each got like how much were they? Like $30.
We got high quality hacky sacks.
We got really high sacks, and we would play like we would do a whole bunch of rounds of hacky sack before a show.
We're almost better at hacky sack than we are at our instruments.
Oh.
You should hacky sack.
Maybe you should
band.
practice a little bit more on lesson.
when you're on stage.
Yeah,
That's
bring 'em
what-
on.
yeah. You're
Play
thinking
play a song while hacking. That'd be,
That's it.
be something.
that would be pretty.
Play the good old hacky game.
Studio or stage.
Like the old hacky game. Yo, I like
studio or stage.
Yeah.
Like which do we prefer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
stage.
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 It's usually the
Studio
answer.
is fun, but like stage.
energy.
Okay, song you wish you wrote.
Too many.
I know.
Way too many. I'm thinking Led Zeppelin. I'm thinking Alice in Chains. I'm thinking Silverchair. I'm thinking everything right now.
These guys are now Gus's favorite band.
He just named 3 of my favorite bands.
Yeah, the 3 of my favorite bands.
I'm trying
Are
to
you
think.
bonding?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Reminds me of me.
Okay, it's
20
refreshing.
years ago.
Seriously, it's refreshing to hear guys like I'm not ageisming. I'm just saying that young people who can respect and understand like Led Zeppelin and those. It's great. It's great to hear
Alice
and
in Chains, bro.
exactly.
Like,
It's great to hear.
I got one you like. I wish I wrote Suggestion by Fugazi. That's a good song.
That's a great song.
There
I
you
was
go.
listening to that for like a year straight.
It's a great
so
song.
good.
So good. That's a good answer. A worst gig ever.
I feel like we've all had different worst gigs ever, but it seems like you got one in mind.
Yeah, exactly. Struck a chord there.
Just the chuckling alone is.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll let you go. Okay,
I was just gonna say worst gig for me is probably I had this December. I had the flu, like the worst flu I've ever had in my life. Like I was like shaking, so cold, and we had prior commitments, and we were paid in advance, so we had to do it. But
Shit.
I wanted to bring out my bed.
What are you thinking of?
Is he gonna say something he shouldn't? That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's rapid fire too, guys. Like this is about
Rapid meat.
So
just kidding.
there was one show that our guitarist family, our old guitarist, his family was coming down from New Brunswick, and before the show, they had come down for the week to visit, and they were coming out to watch our show. And right before, we had all smoked a whole bunch of weed. Like we had smoked a lot, and we didn't feel anything like at all.
Oh, yeah,
And
those
then
famous
this-
last words.
The second we got on the stage in front of everyone, we were just like.
Blackout.
And like at the time, I was singing one of the songs "Oh What a Night" by Frankie Valli, and I think I like sang the chorus like 10 times in a row until everyone was I saw everyone looking at me all funny, and they were like, "What?"
That's not how it goes, man.
Yeah, wait, I don't remember it being repeated that many
They,
times.
they need to be high like you, man.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
It's a good.
Yeah.
I was feeling it. I was like, I got to keep doing it.
Yeah, it feels good.
What a night.
Oh, what a night.
If Sun-Dried Flies was a movie genre, what would it be?
Action.
Action.
Action pack.
We ask everybody this question. It's a simple question. What genre or which decade of music is better, the 80s or the 90s?
90s.
Damn, bro.
Damn, bro.
Got you again.
Hey, there's some good 80s music, but that's our inspiration right there. Is 90s stuff.
Hey, I grew up on a majority of 80s stuff, but the 90s just strike me differently.
Yeah,
Same
fair.
here. My parents put me onto all these music. That's what they're into, like new wave and punk and stuff. But
I'm
have
into
to be
new
a
wave
little-
and punk too, but I
You are a
prefer
new
the
wave
90s.
punk.
That's right. What's next? What's coming next?
groove.
You got a show coming up, eh? Tell us about it.
Yes, March 11th, we're playing with Candy Says and Static at the House of Tark. I believe it starts like 7:30 or 8.
Yeah. It's an all ages show too. So
Be there by 8 o'clock, and you got to see all the bands. There's some, well, we're young ourselves, but there's some even younger bands going on, and they're really cool.
it's stellar group.
Punk and like heavy grunge, and we're kind of jammage and grooves.
Jammage and grooves, you remember.
Groovage,
Nice.
jammage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
love it. Nice.
Cool.
Well, thanks, boys. We really appreciate your time. It was great.
Hey,
and
thank you.
thanks for being patient with us earlier on, too.
No worries.
No worries. Thank you for having us, Dog and Gus. That was awesome.
Pleasure's ours. Stay with just for a sec.
I will
Dog and Gus, Dog and Gus, Dog and Gus.